Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're aiming to get you fully prepped for what sounds like an extraordinary adventure to Thailand. You picture it, the amazing sights, the sounds, the culture, it's exciting stuff. But really, unlocking the full magic, well, that comes down to being properly prepared.
Exactly. And that's what we're digging into today.
Yeah, we're using Preparing for Thailand 2025 as our guide. It's a really comprehensive resource from the team over at Trunk Travel.
They've got a lot of experience, that's clear.
Definitely. So think of this deep dive as your shortcut. We want you to feel totally geared up, clued in, without feeling, overwhelmed by information overload.
We're pulling out the key nuggets, the really practical stuff, and maybe some surprising facts, too.
Okay, let's start right at the beginning. Your grand entrance. You land, you're in Thailand. What happens first? Let's say your trip includes an airport pickup.
Right, so picture this. You've cleared customs at Suvarnabhumi, BKK Airport. You walk into the arrivals lounge, and you need to find your ride. The guide is super specific here. Head towards door 3. It's actually past door 4, which is a little counterintuitive, maybe.
Okay, past door 4, look for door 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they'll be there, holding a sign. Trunk Travel logo, maybe your name on it. Should be pretty easy to spot.
Okay, but what if, things go wrong? Flight delay, you can't see the sign immediately. What's the plan B?
Good question. First thing, keep your phone on. They might be trying to call you.
Right.
They also provide key contact numbers in the guide, a couple of Thai numbers, plus a WhatsApp QR code, which is really handy.
Ah, okay, so you can message them even if calling is tricky.
Precisely. And they say their drivers constantly check arrival times, so they'll know if you're delayed. The main thing is connect to the free airport Wi-Fi, use WhatsApp if you need to, and just follow the original instructions for meeting near door 3. They'll find you.
Okay, that sounds reassuring. Now, about getting through immigration smoothly, there's this new online arrival card, a digital SWASD.
Yes, the TDAC form.
Yeah.
It's mandatory now. It's at tdac.immigration.go.tt.
And what's the crucial tip here? Because airport Wi-Fi can be, well, unreliable sometimes.
Exactly. Don't wait until you land. The pro tip is fill this form out online at least 3 days before your flight.
Okay, do it from home.
Yes, way less stress. Just complete it, get the confirmation email, keep it on your phone, maybe print a copy just in case. Makes that first step much smoother.
That makes total sense. Okay, visas, always a potential headache. What's the latest for 2025 according to the guide?
Right, so for visitors from 93 specific countries, it's currently visa exempt on arrival. You get a stamp, good for up to 60 days.
60 days, okay, that's pretty generous.
It is, but here's the big but. The guide flags a critical warning. There's talks this might be reduced back down to 30 days, possibly with very little notice.
Oh, right, so you can't just assume it'll be 60 days.
Definitely not. The takeaway is always check the absolute latest rules with the Royal Thai Embassy in your own country before you fly. Especially if you're not from one of those 93 exempt countries, then you absolutely need a visa beforehand.
And if you're already there and maybe you want to stay a bit longer, can you extend?
You might be able to extend a visa-exempt stamp or a tourist visa you got beforehand. It involves a trip to an immigration office in Thailand.
Okay.
You need a form, passport copies, a photo, and the fee, which is 1,900 baht.
But are there any types you definitely can't extend?
Yes, and this is crucial. Visas on arrival VOEs cannot be extended, period. No exceptions.
Got it. VOE means no extension. And what if someone accidentally overstays?
That gets costly and potentially serious. It's 500 bahts for every 24-hour period you overstay. A day or two might just be a fine at the airport.
But longer.
Longer overstays can mean, well, big fines, legal issues, maybe even being detained or banned from re-entering. You really want to keep track of your visa dates.
Okay, super important heads up there. Right, let's shift gears a bit. Beyond the admin, what about staying healthy and safe? The guide really emphasizes this.
Absolutely. Your well-being comes first. The guide says consult your doctor about vaccinations basically as soon as you've booked your trip. Don't leave it late.
Makes sense.
And communication is key. Tell your tour operator like Trunk Travel about any pre-existing conditions, allergies, food preferences, anything relevant.
And medication.
Bring everything you need with the paperwork, like a doctor's note or prescription. Some specific meds might be hard to track down there. Don't assume you can just buy them easily.
Good point. And insurance, travel and medical.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Essential. The guide calls it your safety net. You absolutely need it, and you'll likely have to show proof.
Right.
Thailand's medical care is excellent, really top-notch in many places, but it isn't free. Insurance gives you that peace of mind.
Okay. Now, Thailand means tropical weather. Heat, humidity, what should people expect?
Yeah, you've got basically 3 seasons. Feb to May is hot and dry. Think mid-30s Celsius, high humidity.
Ooh.
Then June to October is rainy season, still warm, around 29 degrees C, but even more humid, like 87%.
Wow.
And Novan is the cool season, though cool is relative, maybe low 20s to low 30s. The south is more consistent, kind of rainforest climate, around 28 degrees C all year.
So, with all that heat and humidity, what's the absolute #1 tip for feeling good?
Hydrate, 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 seriously. The guide recommends drinking 4 to 6 liters of water a day.
4 to 6 liters, that's a lot.
It sounds like a lot, but you'll be sweating constantly, even if you don't feel like you're exerting yourself. Bottled water is cheap and everywhere. Stick to that. Tap water is a definite no.
Right, bottled water only.
And maybe pack some rehydration sachets. They help replace the salts you lose through sweating. It can really help prevent feeling drained or getting headaches.
Good tip.
Yeah.
What about the dreaded Thai tummy? Is it inevitable?
Not inevitable, but it is common. And it's not always bad food. It can just be the change in water, travel fatigue, the general tropical environment adjusting.
Okay.
If it happens, main thing is hydration again. Stick to bottled water, maybe use those rehydration salts. Pharmacies can help too. Usually it passes in 24 to 72 hours.
And if it's worse?
Then definitely contact your guide or seek medical advice. Don't just suffer through it if it feels serious.
Right. So, connecting this to the bigger picture, how do you navigate Thailand safely and respectfully? What are the key things to keep in mind?
It starts with common sense, really. Keep passports and important documents secure, maybe in a hotel safe or a money belt. Don't flash loads of cash.
Standard travel smarts.
Pretty much. Keep wallets in zipped pockets, maybe a neck pouch. Then there's alcohol. The guide advises moderation. Remember, you dehydrate about 3 times faster in that climate.
3 times faster?
Yeah. And a really strong warning. Absolutely no operating motorcycles or bicycles after drinking. And be super careful around water pools, canals, lakes if you've been drinking. They mention a potential death risk, so they're not messing around.
Okay, duly noted. What about specific laws that might catch tourists out?
This is important. Thailand has a zero-tolerance policy on illegal drugs. Penalties are severe, life imprisonment, even the death penalty. It's incredibly strict.
Definitely something to be aware of.
Also, laws protecting wildlife. Don't buy products made from wild animals, snake skin, ivory, turtle shells. It's illegal. Same goes for eating exotic wild animal dishes.
Right.
And a big one many people might not know. Vaping and e-cigarettes are strictly illegal in Thailand.
Really? Illegal?
Yes, totally illegal. Don't bring them, don't buy them. Regular smoking is also restricted in many public places, including most beaches. And watch out for littering fines in Bangkok especially.
Okay, lots of important rules there. Now, onto the cultural side. How do you show respect? What's the etiquette?
The core principle is always show respect. For Thai people, their culture, the royal family king, Rama X, and the institution of the monarchy are deeply revered, and Buddhism. Always.
How does that translate into, say, how you dress?
Lightweight cottons are great for the heat, but outside of beach resorts, things like short shorts, sleeveless tops, tank tops, they're generally considered inappropriate.
So cover up a bit more in towns and cities.
Yeah, especially when visiting temples or official places. Dress neatly, conservatively. Shoulders and knees covered is a good rule of thumb for places of worship. No skimpy stuff.
And inside the temples themselves?
You can usually wear shoes in the temple grounds. But inside the main chapel, the Viharn or Ubosal, where the principal Buddha image is, shoes must come off.
Okay, shoes off inside the main prayer hall.
Exactly. And remember, all Buddha images are sacred, even ruins. The guide makes a point. Never climb on one for a photo or do anything disrespectful.
That feels like it should be obvious, but good reminder.
Definitely.
What about interacting with monks or the way greeting?
With monks, women especially need to be mindful. Monks are forbidden to touch or be touched by women. So if a woman is giving something, like an offering, she shouldn't hand it directly. Pass it to a man to give, or place it down for the monk to pick up.
Okay, good to know. And the way, that's the prayer-like gesture.
Yes, pressing the palms together. It's a sign of respect. Generally, a younger person or a person of lower status weighs first, and the elder or senior person returns it. You'll see it everywhere. It's polite to return away, maybe not quite as high as theirs if they're much older or senior.
Interesting nuance. I've also heard about the head and feet being significant.
Very significant. The head is considered the highest, most sacred part of the body. So Never touch someone's head. Not even a child's, playfully. It's disrespectful.
Right. And feet?
Feet are the lowest, considered unclean. So avoid pointing your feet at people, or religious icons, or even food. When sitting on a floor, try to tuck your feet away.
Okay.
This ties into taking shoes off when entering someone's home. It's a basic politeness and respect. Oh, and public displays of affection holding hands might be okay, but anything more is generally frowned upon between men and women.
Got it. So
Yeah.
many layers to the culture. Okay, let's talk practicalities. Day-to-day stuff. Money first. Thai baht, right? How does it work cost-wise?
Yep. Thai baht, THB. Notes you'll see most are 1,500, 150, and 20 baht. Coins, too. Generally, Thailand is pretty affordable compared to Western countries.
What's a rough daily budget, maybe?
The guide suggests around 1,500 to 2,000 baht per day for things like meals, snacks, maybe grabbing stuff from a supermarket. Obviously depends on your style.
And getting cash, ATMs.
ATMs are everywhere, very common. Just check with your bank before you leave about their foreign transaction fees, because those can add up.
Good advice. What about shopping? Is haggling expected?
In department stores, prices are fixed. But in markets, smaller shops, yes, bargaining is usually expected. It's part of the interaction.
How much should you aim for?
Guide suggests aiming for maybe 10 to 40% off the initial price. Be polite, smile, have fun with it, don't be aggressive. Though they do note in some less touristy places like Suriname, bartering isn't really done.
And what about VAT refunds for tourists? Can you actually get money back?
You can, yes. It's a 7% VAT refund. Look for shops with a VAT refund for tourists sign. You need to spend at least 5,000 baht, or if you spend 2,000 baht or more in the same store on the same day, ask for the PP10 form right then and there.
Okay, get the form PP10. Then what?
This is the crucial step. At the airport, before you check your luggage, you have to go to the customs office. Show them your purchases, the forms, the receipts, get the form stamped. Then you can proceed to get the refund after check-in. Don't pack the goods in your check bags before showing customs.
Right, show the goods before check-in. Got it. Okay, staying connected, phones, power, any challenges?
Electricity is 220 volts, 50 cycles, like much of Europe and Asia. The plugs, though, the guide calls it bizarre.
Bizarre, how so?
You can find multiple different socket types, sometimes even in the same room. So your absolute best bet is a universal multi-type travel adapter. Maybe bring a small extension lead with multiple sockets too if you have lots of things to charge.
Can you buy them there easily?
Yeah, they're cheap and easy to find in places like 7-Eleven, which are everywhere. Phone coverage is generally excellent. Wi-Fi is widespread too. Getting a local SIM card is easy and cheap.
What do you need for that?
You'll need to show your passport to register it. That's standard procedure. And make sure your phone is unlocked so it can accept a different SIM card. And ideally, tri-band ready.
Okay. What about actually communicating? How much English is spoken?
In Bangkok, major tourist spots, hotels, main restaurants, English is pretty common. It's often the sort of commercial lingua franca. Road signs are usually in Thai and English too.
But learning a few Thai phrases is probably a good idea.
Oh, absolutely. It shows respect, it's appreciated, and it can genuinely enhance your interactions. Even just the basics.
So like what are the absolute must-knows from the guide?
Okay, the key is adding ka at the end if you're female and kab or crap if you're male. It makes it polite.
Ka for female, kab for male. Got it.
So sawadi kakab, that's hello and goodbye. Super useful. Kapkun kakab is thank you.
Hello, goodbye, thank you. Essentials.
Definitely. Maybe kornam plau, nung kuad noi kakab. 1 bottle of water, please. Very practical. And for food, my ped kakab.
My ped. What's that?
Not spicy, please.
Yeah.
Can be very important.
Aha, I bet. Good one.
Also helpful. My ko jakakap. I don't understand. And hongnam unikakap. Where is the toilet? Just a few phrases make a big difference.
Great tips. Okay, last practical point. Tipping. Is it expected?
Traditionally, not really standard practice like in, say, the U.S., but the guide says it is becoming more popular and is always appreciated.
Especially considering wages.
Exactly. Average daily wage is mentioned as around 350 baht, which is only about $10 U.S. or 8 pounds. So even a small tip means a lot.
Do restaurants add service charges?
Some do, especially in tourist areas. So definitely check your bill first. If service is included, you don't need to tip extra, but you still can if the service was great.
So no hard rule.
No fixed rule or percentage. Just do whatever feels comfortable for you. For taxi drivers, maybe round up the fare or give a small note. For hotel porters, 2050 baht is suggested as acceptable. It's more about the gesture.
Okay, that makes sense. Now let's zoom out for a second. Understanding Thailand itself. The guide gives a bit of context.
Yeah, it frames Thailand as this sort of majestic gateway to Indochina, Myanmar, southern China. Geographically diverse, too.
How so?
You've got the lush mountains up north, the fertile central plains around Bangkok, the drier plateau in the northeast, and then that famous southern coastline with all the islands.
Right. And it's a kingdom.
Yes, a constitutional monarchy. It's divided into 76 provinces, or chungwat. Bangkok is the capital, the absolute hub, political, commercial, cultural, and it's where the royal family resides.
King Rama X, you mentioned.
Yes, King Vajiralongkorn, Rama X of the Chakri dynasty. The monarchy is deeply revered, seen as a protector of Buddhism and all religions.
And the flag represents that.
It does. Red for the nation, white for the purity of Buddhism, and blue for the monarchy. Those three pillars are central to Thai identity.
Interesting. It sounds like quite a diverse population, too.
Very much so. About 80% ethnic Thai, but significant Chinese and Malay minorities, plus Mon, Khmer, and various hill tribes. It's described as a migratory crossroad.
And religion, mainly Buddhist.
Overwhelmingly. Around 95% Theravada Buddhist, about 4% Muslim, mainly in the south, and smaller groups of other faiths. But the guide emphasizes how it feels harmoniously united, despite the diversity.
Knowing that background definitely helps understand the cultural advice, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Context is everything. It helps you appreciate why certain things are done certain ways.
Okay, this brings us to the final, really practical bit, packing. What absolutely needs to go in the bag. The guide has a checklist, right?
It does, a pretty detailed one. Key documents first. Passport, obviously, plus copies stored separately. Copies of insurance, visas, flight tickets. They also suggest bringing a couple of extra passport photos and a copy of your passport's photo page.
Good backup. Clothing.
Lightweight, cool cottons again. Think things that cover you up a bit for sun and insects, but are still breezy. Swimwear if you're hitting the beach. And maybe some older clothes if you're doing any kind of project work. Sensible footwear is a must.
Tech stuff.
Your unlocked phone, definitely a power bank. You'll use your phone a lot for maps, translation, photos, and that universal travel adapter we talked about.
Comfort and safety items.
Travel pillow, maybe. Torch or flashlight is always handy. Antibacterial hand gel, good mosquito repellent, sun hat, sunglasses, maybe flip-flops or slippers for guest houses. A small padlock for bags.
And personal medical kit.
Crucial. Any personal meds with paperwork. Then the basics, painkillers, antihistamine, something for diarrhea like Imodium or Diastop, antiseptic, plasters, sunscreen, lip balm, insect repellent again, tweezers, small scissors.
Sounds comprehensive.
Anything else? Camera, maybe books or music for downtime. A towel can be useful. Sometimes guest houses charge, notebook and pen. And for bags, they recommend a backpack is generally more convenient than a suitcase, plus a smaller day bag for daily outings.
Great checklist rundown. Finally, emergency readiness. What if something does go wrong? Lost luggage. Can't find your guide.
Okay, if you can't find your guide on arrival, use those contact numbers or the WhatsApp QR code mentioned earlier. Make sure your phone is on. Connect the airport Wi-Fi.
Flight delays.
Drivers check flight times, so they should know. Just follow the original meeting instructions near door 3. They'll adjust.
What if your phone just won't make calls?
Use airport payphones if you need to call the numbers, or stick to WhatsApp messaging via the airport Wi-Fi using that QR code.
And lost luggage. Nightmare scenario.
First step is always contact the airline's ground team. They're usually near the baggage carousels. They're the best place to track it. The guide reassures that most lost luggage is found and forwarded to you. Try not to panic.
Okay. And those critical emergency numbers for Thailand.
Right. These are good to have saved. Central Emergency Police, Ambulance, Fire is 191.
191. Got it.
Highway Patrol is 1193. Tourist police who speak English, French, and German is 1155. That's a really useful one for visitors.
1155 for tourist police.
Okay. Tourism Authority call center is 1672. And the Immigration Bureau is 0287-31001, though hopefully you won't need that one in an emergency.
Hopefully not. Wow, okay, that was a seriously deep dive into preparing for Thailand using the Trunk Travel Guide. We've covered, well, pretty much everything from arrival logistics and visas
to staying healthy, navigating the culture respectfully, managing money, packing essentials.
Exactly. It really feels like if you take this advice on board, you're set up for an absolutely stellar time. An extraordinary journey, like they say. It's clear Trunk Travel, with their 50 years of experience, really aims to cover all the bases.
Yeah, and the core message that comes through again and again is about immersion. Don't just be a tourist skimming the surface. Try to understand the place.
Breathe in the uniqueness, celebrate the differences, I think was the phrase.
Yeah, and letting any small problems become, part of the adventure, part of the story. Travel is about embracing the unfamiliar. That's where the real magic happens.